What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we are on episode 8. I am so excited. I cannot see anything right now. We are prepared for the solar eclipse.
Yes.
I hope you guys got these glasses. Yeah. So if you get these glasses and you can see through them, they're not real.
Right.
Make sure that all you can see, if you look at an LED light, you can only see like a very, I don't know, like a shadowing. What would you call that?
I can see it faintly, though.
Like at the LED lights, you can see it, but it's very faint.
We're here. We're here for the sun and the moon and the earth to line up. Total eclipse of the heart.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, I'm done with these.
Okay, I gotta take these off because I cannot see and it's driving me insane.
Ooh, it's bright.
Yeah, we are on episode 8. Wow, that went by so fast. Like, I remember when we first did our first episode and we had to do a double take.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I think that shit messed up my makeup. It's okay.
No, it's fine. You look good.
Yeah, so my weekend was pretty much a boring weekend, you guys. I didn't do anything. I stayed home and did nothing.
Same, the usual. Homeschool, work.
Do you feel like your mic is too high?
No, I like it like this. Is it covering my face?
I don't know.
All right,
I don't know if it is. Is it?
But is it covering my baba?
Just a little bit. Yeah, right there. There you go. There you go.
All right.
Here we are talking about adjusting mics and shit on here.
Well, it's because
I'll
I'm
cut that
taller, so it reaches.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. That is true. So, I don't know. So today, our episode, we definitely did not have anything prepared. We didn't, talk about any topics that we wanted to share like we usually do. One of us always has something that we want to talk about.
We're winging it today.
Yeah, we're winging it today. So, I do have something kind of that a topic that I've been wanting to talk about, though. So let's get into insecurities and comparing yourself to others, because I feel like that's something important that and it's a good topic to talk about because a lot of people go through that. You know, I myself go through it. I went through it a lot.
Everybody does.
And it's not comparing yourself in a bad way where you're almost hating, kind of on the. Some people do. Some people become
envious
of a person or something that, when they're doing. I'm sorry, I'm all tangled up and I need to fix this. Some people become
there's a difference of
jealousy.
Jealousy, you can be jealous, but sometimes it's a wholesome jealousy. Oh man, I really wish I had fuller eyelashes. But envious is ew, that bitch thinks she's all that because she has fuller lashes.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah. So, I'm going to talk about, oh my God, excuse me. I'm going to talk about my situation. When I'm never an envious person. I can't be that person. I just feel weird just being like that. You know what I mean? If anything, I'm more of why can't I be there? What can I do? And I try and I can't get there or whatever. You start to think bad, like you're not doing enough or you're not.
It's working for all these other people, but it's not working for me.
Yes.
And you don't know what you're doing wrong.
Yes. And sometimes I'll sit there. So what I do is, instead of thinking oh, whatever, they think they're the shit because they're doing this, they're doing that, and it's things that I want to do, I don't ever get there. You know what I do? I take notes.
You're how can I improve?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
I take notes.
That's
I sit back, attitude. I take notes. I watch their videos or whatever it may be, and I'm oh, let me see what they're doing that I'm not doing that, and that's probably why, even when people are I don't know, let's say you want to buy a home and there's other people buying homes and you're still not there. Don't ever feel like it's a race.
Right.
Don't ever feel like it's a race, because I feel like a lot of people feel like there's a race to get something done.
So and so got a house, now I have to hurry up and get a house.
Yeah.
Everybody's time happens at their time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. And then insecurities about how you look. That's another thing. You see all these celebrities looking so beautiful and skinny and snatched, and here you are trying to figure out why you can't stop eating,
Right.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Trying to hold the pop back so you can be like this.
Yeah, and that's another thing I can relate to, because I gained weight during the pandemic, and it's been rough to get rid of that weight, especially since I had like the kidney stones, I had inflammation going on inside. It's been very hard, and with diastasis recti that I have,
muscle
which is,
separation.
yeah, my muscle separation, from giving birth, I had 3 babies, and it happens, and I'm just not where I want to be with my weight, but I just stopped beating myself up about it, because for a while I would look in the mirror and I hated how I looked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think everybody does that. You could look at somebody like, why does she feel that way? She's so perfect and she's so pretty, but it's like, you're your worst critic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something else too. Like, when you're your worst critic, you can easily put yourself in a very dark situation, and I know it's hard to even be positive sometimes in those situations, because trust me, I know, like, when I would look in the mirror and I'm sitting there like, oh, if I could lose a few more pounds, or oh, I'm just this fat ogre walking around, I'll start saying things like that about myself, and it's not, I'll say it jokingly, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm like, damn, I need to stop, because that saying stuff like that is not gonna make me wanna, like, do things to make a change. I'm just like, whatever, like.
Right. I get that, because I'm, somewhat of a comedian, and I poke fun at myself because I think at a point I've accepted myself. I don't want to be this weight. I want to work out and I want to be better. But
Right.
I'm also not ashamed. I'm not like, oh, don't take a picture of me. I don't want to be on the podcast because of my weight. Or what if people, I don't care. Like, I would make jokes about my double chin, about my stomach, but I do want to look better and I do want to be healthier. But I'm also
Right.
not going to beat myself up every day in my current state.
Right.
You
right.
know?
Right. Right.
Sometimes you just got to learn to love and work with what you have.
Yes.
Like you've told me before, like dressing for your body type, it makes you feel good. You could be in the store and you're like, oh God, I gotta buy a 2X, but then you put it on, you're like, okay, I look cute.
Yeah, and also, like, we are our worst critics for sure, because sometimes, like, I'll look in the mirror and I'm just like, ugh, like, I just don't like what I see, but then someone else will see me out somewhere and I just didn't really put much makeup on. It's like, my SPF, moisturizer, and whatever, and they're like, wow, you're so beautiful. And just that one compliment, I'm like, oh, like, even though you might not think you are beautiful at that moment, at that time, but you are. Everyone's beautiful. It's just about fixing yourself up to make yourself feel better. And when you feel better, you look better.
And you're more confident.
Yes.
That's right.
Confidence looks so good on people.
Yes.
And I think that's what it is. That's why you look better, because that confidence you get, that boost, everyone's like, wow, look at you.
Right. It's how you carry yourself. Be like, well, look at her. She's carrying extra weight, but she's carrying her head up high and she looks cute. You know what I mean?
And also, if you have these insecurities, don't drag it into your relationship, because that's another problem. When you drag yourself down, you're gonna drag your partner down, because they're gonna give you all these compliments to tell you that you are beautiful,
and you're not gonna believe
but
them.
you don't believe it, and you don't want to take it, because in your head you're set with that
I'm not.
Don't do that. Do not do that. Take the compliments. Accept it. Because I don't know, some people might be mean out there, might say like, oh, that girl's ugly, but their ugly might be sexy to someone else.
Right. And somebody might be the most beautiful person in the world, but their attitude is ugly. Therefore, it makes
their
them
personality
ugly.
Is ugly. Yeah, I've met a lot of those.
Yeah.
In my life.
It's like, wow, would I choose to be that stuck-up person, or would I choose to be me
off.
because I'm fucking awesome?
Yeah.
You know?
It's yeah. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that topic for a while, and I kept forgetting to bring it up.
Good topic.
Because I see it a lot on Facebook, and I just sometimes I want to give like a whole like private message to the person, just so that they don't feel like down all the time about it. Everyone's struggling, and if you just think about it and make a change to help you feel better about yourself, you're gonna feel better. Like that's what I do. Like sometimes if I'm feeling down, I'll sit down and I'll start writing notes about like things that I can change to um even mentally change
To
the
improve
way,
yourself.
yeah, to improve myself, because sometimes even your mentality can screw with you, you know. And
This is true.
yeah.
And even like I know, you're a fan of Candy Lover, and so is my mom. So my mom's like, you have to follow her page because she puts wigs and stuff like that. And I've always joked around that I just want to wear wigs because
Yeah.
sometimes you don't want to do your hair, you just want to put on a wig.
But look at who we used to look up to a lot when we used to perform. Celia Cruz. She was
Oh
the
yeah,
wig queen.
she
That was
really was.
azúcar, azúcar.
How she used to shake it and not lose it.
Yeah. La negra tiene tumbao.
Well, so I started to follow her because my mom insisted that I gotta follow her because she puts a
Yeah.
lot. So she was. I was looking through her posts and I'm like, how does this woman continue to do what she does when there's so many trolls? Like they come at her.
Yeah.
And she takes the time to respond. I'm different. If there's somebody that's gonna talk crap about me, I'm not gonna give them my energy.
Well, I think that's why she suffers a lot with her, um, you know, depression at times. She goes through very like tough
Dark
times
times.
where she cries and she's like,
Yeah.
because she takes her time to respond and she feeds into it
Yeah.
rather than just
The thing is, she's talented. She's got an amazing personality. She's got a beautiful voice. People
Yeah.
are like, auto tune, this, that, and the other. I don't even know her, but I felt compelled. And this is what I wrote, because I know you're a big fan, and I know my mom is.
yeah.
I put, instead of spreading negativity, let's focus on uplifting and supporting the influencers we enjoy. If someone's content isn't for you, that's okay, but there's no need to resort to bullying or hateful comments. Let's promote kindness and respect our interactions online. She's clearly an extremely talented person with millions of followers. And then I put, hey, Candy Lover 89, just a reminder that you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Your worth and your talent speak for themselves. Keep being true to yourself and your passions. That's what truly matters. And that's what I said about you. I know you're very supportive. You'll support friends that are doing the same thing that
Yeah.
you're doing,
Yeah.
but you don't feel the same support in
I do
return.
not.
And I know
No.
that bothers you.
Yeah.
Because I always see you. You'll comment
Yeah.
if somebody else is doing a podcast, if somebody else is doing makeup. Like, you're always supportive because that's your community.
Yeah.
But then I know you get down when you're kind of like, this poor person's, wants me to support them, but they don't even support me. And that
Yeah.
truly sucks.
Yeah. It's like, how could you sit there and send someone a follow request, whatever it may be, for whatever, a business, a podcast, a beauty, whatever it is that you're doing, but then you do not give the support back
Right.
at all.
Yeah.
At all. Like, it's sad. Like, it's mind boggling sometimes because you're like, wow.
You need
They
to give
really?
to get. Like, treat others as you want to be treated. You want to be supported.
That's right.
You support others.
That's right. I agree with that 100%. And that's another thing. I have stopped the support that I used to give to people. I was constantly like, oh my God, sharing.
Yeah.
Like, I would go all out for people. And then I wouldn't get the same in return. I'm like, yeah, no. So now I stopped. I stopped all of that. Honestly, you get, what you give is what you get. If you're giving me nothing, you're getting nothing. That's just how I'm doing it now. And I like the way I'm doing things now. I've changed so much in the past, I want to say like 7 years. It's nothing but positivity, and I love where I'm at.
Good.
Honestly.
And I'm happy for
Yeah.
that.
And honestly, it took me a while, but I want to say that's thanks to you, because a lot of times you would talk to me and you would always tell me like the other side of something that I wouldn't see, and like that helped me a lot. And now, I have Nelson, who helps me a lot.
Christ, you had the people from that movie reach out to you, and because you weren't sure if it was a real page, what was that movie?
Coming to America too.
She didn't respond. I
didn't
so
respond.
mad at her. They saw her look, they liked what they saw, and they wanted her to audition.
Yeah.
And she was skeptical, but once we looked into it, it was official.
It was
But it was
official.
too late.
Yeah, I was so bummed.
So, like, even if the people in your area don't see what you have, people in the greater scheme of things, they see it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I stopped worrying about all that stuff too, like support that I get, because sadly, well, it's not sadly, but people in the UK are so supportive.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My first like followers and everything were people from the UK.
I think sometimes some people don't want to support because they don't want to see you reach that level.
I agree.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, and not only that, but it's like if they're doing the same thing, they kind of feel like, oh, but if you get
They're
somewhere
first.
before them,
It's
it's
gonna
like
be harder for me.
they don't want you to get there first. They want to get there first, and it's like, baby, there's room for everybody.
There is room for everybody.
There's room for
Right.
everybody, and no one should feel that way.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, like, I'm gonna throw it out there. I don't give a shit. But our hometown is like that. Everybody, it's like only they want to win, and they don't want to see nobody. Why doesn't any talent in our hometown go anywhere? Because of the people.
And
Because
like,
people are haters, and people are just like, oh yeah, they think they're all that because they're this and that, or yeah, I'm not gonna support them because I do the same thing. They're copying me, or but
yeah, the whole copy
the
thing.
mentality. Like,
Yeah.
you guys got to get out of that
And not
mindset.
only that, social media is not just your state; it's the whole entire world.
That's right.
There are billions and trillions of people. There's plenty of room.
Yeah.
And you know what? Different strokes for different folks.
I agree.
Some people might watch her and be like, you know what? I like her style. Some people might
Yeah.
be like, it's
not for me. Yeah.
That's fine.
I've had people say
Yeah.
it. Like, if I did a makeup look and they're just like, yeah, I don't care for that one too
But
much.
that's the thing
I
with you is you try different things because you try to appeal to everybody. You know, maybe somebody might want those bright neon colors for like a photo shoot in the summer. Maybe somebody wants a classic look for a wedding. Maybe, you know?
And I get some people saying like, oh, they're doing the same thing I'm doing. Because I agree as well with that. I feel like nowadays there's no such thing as uniqueness.
Right.
It just doesn't exist. I feel like everyone's doing the same thing.
But you have to understand.
And it's okay to do the same thing, but have some kind of uniqueness. Like, everybody's doing the same thing and keeping it the same. Like, even I've been trying to do social media for years. I didn't start one day like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it because this person's doing it. I started off on YouTube, and that was over 10 years ago, I want to say. And when I started off, I was doing really well, and like there was like a lot of people on there, but you wanted to act the same way as everyone else because back then people were like, oh no, you have to be this way, or you know what I mean. But and now social media is still like that. Like, when I look at TikTokers that are doing the beauty industry or whatever, it's like everyone's doing the same
Here's
thing.
the thing,
Everyone's
though,
reviewing the same thing. So I'm like, it's okay to review things because all the companies send you the same shit. It is what it is. But I feel like besides the reviews and besides the PRs that people get, do something a little different that your community can actually really connect with you. Because, if you're going shopping high-end shit, not everybody can afford high-end.
Right. And like, as far as makeup and stuff goes and hair, like, obviously it's a trend. You're going to see a lot of it. But what she's trying to say is maybe put your own flair to it so that you can make yourself stand out.
That's what I meant. Yeah. That's what I meant by adding uniqueness to it, because I feel like everyone's just the same. And it's like, I get it. There's, like we said, there's room for everyone, and there really is. There's, whether you become humongous or whether you stay at a like level where there's like a bunch of you guys, it doesn't matter. As long as you're there, there's someone always going to be watching, or someone that's going to want something that you're doing or selling, whatever the case may be.
Or they might like a certain person's personality better than another. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But there is a lot of uniqueness lacking these days. I don't know if it's because of like the way things are being, and it's just not just the people, it's also celebrities. It's like everybody's like on the same wave. Like, it's, I don't know. Like, I feel like years back, like you go back, there was like different things, different uniqueness, and now everything's the same. Like, singers, everyone wants to sing the same. Yeah, they have different music, but everyone wants to be Mariah Carey or Ariana Grande or everybody wants to have that. Like, even when I watch TV shows, I feel like everybody wants to sing the same,
like a certain genre.
And it's like, we need more, like, in the Spanish side, we need more salseros, we need more merengueros, we need more bachateros. I get reggaeton is amazing. I love the music, love it. But I feel like everybody wants to be a reggaeton artist now.
You feel like it's more dominant now than the other categories
and
of music.
it's okay, but we still need. That's the thing. People start focusing on one thing because it's trending. Everyone focuses on trends, And it's like, if you want to get somewhere, this is going to be an advice I'm going to give you. And this is an advice that I started to take now, because I had to sit back and take notes about what I need to do different to go up, because I feel stuck. And what it is, okay, everyone is focusing on, let's say I wanted to record or sing or whatever. Everyone's doing reggaeton. Everybody's focusing on that. That's fine. I'll throw out one reggaeton so I can get people's attention. But throw out something out after that, because you got the attention. You know what I mean? Switch it up.
Well, that's like the Beyonce's, or Beyonce herself.
Yeah.
You know, she's been around for so long. She's like, I'm already relevant. What else can I do?
Yeah.
To improve or be different than what I've been doing for the past decades. You know what I mean?
And also, I get, too, it sucks sometimes when you try to get into something, because celebrities that are already famous, they're getting into, like, for instance, me, the makeup industry. They're starting to sell makeup and do other stuff. So everybody wants their makeup because they're already famous. They know, oh my God, Rihanna.
They have a lot of followers.
And they already have that. So it becomes harder for everyone else that has been an influencer for so long and is trying to get out there. You know, it sucks. But like I said, I have to look into what I can do different that they're not doing. Like, it's going to take a while. It's not something that I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be like, oh, I figured it out, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's going to take some time. I got to do homework.
Yeah.
On it.
Everybody feels stuck.
Yeah.
In one aspect or another in their lives.
Yeah.
Whether,
And believe me, it happens a lot to me.
Yeah.
A lot. Like for a while. Like, that's why for so long I've been saying I've been wanting to move, like, out of here. I just feel very, like what I want to do isn't going to get anywhere if I stay here. And it's sad to talk like that, but it's the truth. Like, I need to move. I need to get out of here. And at times, I feel trapped. Like, it's such a hard thing to, like, explain. But, like you feel like you just want to scream because, like, you can't do anything about it.
Right.
It sucks.
Obviously, I'm not an influencer or anything like that, but I still feel stuck in life. Like, I'm still grooming part-time after selling the grooming salon. And there's a few business ideas that I spoke with you about that I'm interested in doing, but it's so hard, to start up the business plan, getting the loan, finding a space available. And it's like, if that's not going to work right now because I'm not ready, then what else am I going to do now that I'm going to be 42? So I feel stuck as far as getting a good paying career, because nowadays, let's be honest, you need to make a certain amount of money a year. You need to make a certain amount of money a year to live comfortably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not paycheck by paycheck, where you can just be like, you know what? Let's take a beach trip. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And not only that, but, like, at our age, we start thinking about how old we are and how we could have, if we would have done things differently, where we could have been. It's like, you get into your own head, because I hate when I get into my own head. But do not let that, like, really win.
Keep moving forward. There's plenty of doors that you can keep opening to get closer to that dream of yours.
Yes, and I explained this to my son, too, because, like, he's doing the electrician stuff. But then he's like, I also want to do this. And I'm like, you know what? Do the electrician stuff. If that doesn't work out, go to plan B. Don't just settle. If it doesn't work out, go to plan B.
Right.
Because I feel like a lot of us are taught, or people have the mentality of, oh, it's not working, I need to make it work. Or, you start, like, and it's like, if it doesn't work, just let it go. Go on to the next thing. Don't settle for just one thing. Like, I always have to have a plan A, B, and C. So if plan A don't work, I have plan B, and if that just starts to fizzle,
you got the whole rest of the alphabet, okay?
That's right.
Plan Z. And you know what? There's so many people that halfway through their life figure it out.
Yeah.
So, like, don't give yourself a set time.
Yeah.
Like, it's never too late. You can still work towards that goal.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whether it's buying a house, getting a car.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is, starting a business,
getting married, whatever.
Don't feel like you have to rush.
You're not on anybody else's time. You're on your own time.
That's right. And, I had to, like, drill that into my head a few years back.
It's frustrating because sometimes you want it to be that time.
Yes.
You don't want to wait. You're like, I don't want to do this in 2 years. I want to do this now.
That's how I felt.
And then you lose your passion.
Yes, that's how I felt, like, with the whole beauty thing.
Yep.
I stopped completely posting because I was just like, I don't think it's not for me. I guess it's not for me. And then, like, it was hard for me to do because, I'm a mom, and then I'm trying to balance everything out. And it's rough when your kid is young and, like, home.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to get things done and to
Mm-hmm.
do, like, your hobbies or whatever you want to call it. And I just kept downing myself. And my boyfriend kept saying, it's not happening now, but in a few years from now it's gonna work out. I know it will. And I'm just like, like I said before, I just couldn't see it. Like, it's like, no, I want it to happen now.
Mm-hmm.
There's other influencers that have kids and they're doing it.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, but they have nannies, they have people that watch the kid while they do what they're doing. That's why it's so easy for them. And it's true, because while I was trying to do my influencer stuff, that took up most of my days, so I barely would even have time for my kid.
Yeah.
And
you feel mom guilt.
and yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't balance it. Now it's a little easier because he does his own thing and I can do my thing. So I'm getting there. I finally posted a video on my original YouTube, just to, like, explain to everybody pretty much, like, why I was gone and all
MIA.
that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then now I'm gonna continue on posting, just like I've been so consistent with here on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, like I said, I'm all about being consistent this year.
That's good. And one thing I will say is life is too short to be unhappy.
Yes.
If you find yourself, in a place in life, whether it's your job or that you're not happy or that you're miserable at,
Mm-hmm.
find something else. Don't
Yeah.
stay stuck. Even if
That's
the
right.
pay is good, sometimes your mental health is more important.
Mm-hmm.
If you find a job that you absolutely love, but it's like a $2 pay cut, take it.
Yeah.
You're happy. Why come home miserable every day for that extra $2? And I'm just throwing something out there.
It's true.
Mhm.
It's true. It's very, very true. Do you love when you can shop a site and it's like a one-stop shop? Then, sweetie, you need to check out Troubled Beauty Unlimited. There are so many options. I can't even tell you what's my favorite, since I love it all. From their beautiful press-on nails that are handmade and reusable. Yes, you heard that right, reusable. You can also find jewelry that's affordable and worth buying. And if you are into those DIY at home lash extensions, then baby, look no further. Go check this small Latina owned business out at www.troubledbeautyunltd.bigcartel.com. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. All right, so I know you guys are probably sick of us rambling and talking about, like, all this stuff and getting all up in your business. No, just kidding. But let's talk about these silent parties.
Oh, man. Listen.
Because when I seen an ad to that, I was like, what the hell is this?
Right.
Like, would you go to one of these things?
Well, I might. Because,
Oh,
can you
God.
imagine me, like this and just, like, doing the Running Man and stuff and nobody can hear my song and I'm just like...
Doing the Running Man. I just...
Your sneakers are squeaking on the floor.
Yeah. It's like the scary movie. It's like...
Somebody just lets one rip. You don't even hear it. You don't even hear it, because you might be drinking too much. You're like, nobody hears it. Everybody's like...
They're like, whoa! So they smell it. They're like, wow.
They're like, lean back. They're like, the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was so weird.
I think it would be hilarious if you didn't have it on. I guess if everybody has it on, then you can see that they're dancing to that. But, like,
Yeah.
if you take it off to go to the bathroom and you just see a bunch of people looking like Ace Ventura just dancing around like a bunch of idiots.
I just don't want to go to a club scene where I'm rocking out, like, if I'm at home with headphones on or something. Like,
It's just
if I'm
a
going to
trend.
the club, I wanna feel the beat. I wanna feel the doo doo doo. Like,
Yeah.
like, come on. I don't want to sit there walking in, and it's like.
Yeah, and I don't want to be going hard and somebody takes their headphones off and they hear me wheezing and breathing heavy. And also, like, if I drop it like it's hot, I won't know if people are cheering for me because all I'm going to see is...
You don't even know what they're saying.
No, they're probably like, idiot, look at that stupid girl. But I'm like, yeah, they love me. No, we're not doing silent parties.
No, the silent party thing is not for me.
Let's silence it. It's done.
I don't like it. And
No.
the fact that people are going hard at these, they're like, yeah, they're like, I'm like,
You just walk in, you're like, damn, what you sweating for? And can you imagine, like, the headphones slipping off because you're all sweaty and greasy with, like, your makeup and the heat and, like, your hair in the back of your neck is all wet? Like, no.
Now, is the volume on the headset like the volume that it would be at the club?
And then you're deaf.
Yeah.
Because
that's
it's,
what
like,
I'm
this
thinking.
close to your ear. And if the volume isn't up yet, you can't go hard. Like, if it's at, like, half... If it's at, like, half volume and you can hear your feet stamping on the floor, it's embarrassing. No, don't do it.
Like, Chad sent us he texted me, oh no, you tagged me in the video, and he's like, she's dancing by herself. She's the only one dancing. Everybody else is just like cheering her.
Because, like, what if you're, like, single and you're trying to talk to somebody and you just, take your headsets off and everybody else is just squeaking over there?
Not only that, but like you're dancing, you're in front of someone like dancing or whatever, you're grinding, and they're talking and you can't even hear them.
No.
They could be like, oh, I'm going to the bathroom, I'll be back, and you're still dancing there. You're like, and they're gone, and you're still there dancing. Like,
all your friends are like, it's time to go, but you don't hear them because you're like, all of a sudden you turn around and you're scared because everybody left because you were too busy going hard, You're like, how low can you go?
Can you go down? Nope.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to everybody's knees cracking and shit at our age. Fupa's flapping, tits slapping. Like, we don't gotta hear none of that.
It's just, I can't do that. I guess, like, I wonder if... No.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not a thing. I'm
it's
sorry.
It's silence. What's the next topic? We're over this. That's stupid.
Okay, so I had someone write to me of a story that happened because people didn't want to leave a message because obviously I thought you didn't have to put a name or anything like that, but you do have to log into like a Spotify.
Okay.
So I
you
guess
didn't tell me somebody wrote to us.
But yeah, it's anonymous, so I'm not gonna say names, but pretty much, this person was in a relationship, and so she wanted to catch her significant other see if they were cheating. And so she went on the chat line because
chat line. There's
Yeah.
chat line still.
not this happened a few years back.
There was chat line a few years back. I
Yeah.
thought that was like something of the 90s.
I guess it's still a thing. I'm about to call the number. I didn't know it still existed. I want to see if it's still the same guy. But they went on the chat line, and they started talking to some guy. Well, we know the guy.
Okay.
He pretty much grew up with us.
Oh, no.
Like with my brothers.
Okay.
So, anyway, she went on the chat line, and whatever was writing to him, and he decided to meet up with her. And
but
he
she
got
knew it was
caught.
him?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. She set him up?
Yep.
Oh, he did. Do you talk? Like, or is it just texting?
No, chat line, you're talking.
So he didn't recognize her voice? I would be more upset about that.
You can change it.
Oh, that's right.
You can change your voice.
Okay.
So yeah, she
caught him right.
She
and
caught
dirty.
him.
Ooh.
She caught him, and he thought he was a pimp. He thought he had it in the bag, like he was doing his thing, and he got caught.
His heart must have dropped to his butt when he seen her. Oh my God!
Can you imagine being that? If I was a guy, I would be like, "Oh shit!"
I'd be like,
It's not me.
but hey, what he was there
here in the area where she said she was gonna meet him, so she already knew that it was him.
Dummy.
If I would have seen that car, I would have put a hoodie on and walked the other way. Not that I'm condoning anything, but I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that happened.
So did she stay with him?
They stayed together for a few years after that, but they're no longer together.
Okay. So eventually she just was tired of his BS.
It's just toxic relationships, that linger longer than they should, and
women are detectives though. We're smart, especially you. You missed your calling in life. If like makeup doesn't work for you, I'm gonna see if I can get you into the detective bureau because she's like Inspector Gadget or something over here.
I really am. And every girl can say that they're inspectors.
We all are, but
or
you
detectives,
are,
but
you are more.
Yeah, I always tell people, I'm like, I might not find out today, I might not find out tomorrow, and I might not find out a month from now, but I'm going to find out.
Women have good intuition, though.
Yeah.
That gut feeling,
Yeah,
those dreams.
for sure.
Yeah,
dreams. For my dreams never lie to me, ever.
Nope.
I have to.
Mine
say.
do because I'm skinny in all my dreams. I don't think I've been fat in any of my dreams. I'm not even playing. It's always like skinny version Diana. What do you call me? Like 2.0 like back then? Or is 2.0 better? Okay, whatever. In my dreams, well, I'm like
usually
young Diana.
When I call someone like Diana 2.0, it would be like someone else that looks like you.
Oh, okay. Well, in my dream, it's someone else that looks like me because I'm not that skinny. But I know it's me. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Maybe if I just go to sleep thinking about fat Diane, I'll dream about it.
So, a discrimination lawsuit was filed against the Amherst school. Remember how we talked about that on here of like
Hadley or
Southwick?
Southwick. Oops.
Yeah. Now it's in Amherst.
It's a like middle school, high school, college.
It's regional schools.
Okay.
For discrimination and defamation. Okay. It's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
Oh wow. Against students?
How
are you gonna tell me a story when you
I'm sorry, I just seen it.
My ADHD pops in and I have all these questions to ask right away and I don't have patience to wait.
So it says that the lawsuit was filed by Lamiko McGee or McGee. Probably McGee, right?
Let me see. Yeah, McGee.
An African special education teacher after she alleged that she was retaliated against for advocating for the marginalized students experiencing discrimination in the ARPS school system. It says McGee was also allegedly targeted with retaliation for filing grievances and challenging unfair labor practices.
Ooh.
The lawsuit follows 2 charges that were investigated by the Massachusetts Commission Against Discrimination back in August and November of 2023, alleging violations under the Civil Rights Act from 1964, defaming educators who courageously advocate for marginalized students is not only immoral, it is illegal. Oh my God. So that's some tea. I just seen that right now while I was like scrolling through the news because I wanted to see up. Did you feel the earthquake that happened yesterday?
No.
Getting off topic. I'm sorry about that.
No, I did not. But people like a couple blocks from me felt it.
I felt nothing.
Me neither.
I went to a doctor's appointment with Lucas. We were inside of a building and we felt nothing.
Nope.
I didn't even know we had one until I got out and I looked through my phone. I see, oh my God, did you guys feel the earthquake? Oh my God. I'm just like,
my cousin in New Jersey said it was like 3 minutes long and it was like 4.8. Yeah.
3 minutes long?
Yeah. And the only earthquake I ever felt was the day of your Sweet 15.
Me too.
The morning of it.
That's the only one I felt, and I was sweeping the stairs that day when that one happened.
I was in my bed, and I was like, I didn't know if it was like an exorcism, but all of a sudden the bed started moving. I was like, oh my God, our Father who art in heaven, and then I realized that it was an earthquake.
She thought the exorcist was coming.
Well, then I realized it was daytime. I'm like, she ain't coming for me now. It was an earthquake.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was.
It's not 3 a.m. It was at 9 something in the morning.
Was it?
Yep.
No, it was at 6 in the morning.
No, it wasn't.
I was up at 6 a.m. that day when it happened.
Okay, well, we're going to go back.
At 9 in the morning, I was at the hair salon getting my hair done.
Okay.
So it was at 6 a.m.
I mean, it could have been. I was still sleeping, so it could have been.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, it wasn't dead time. It wasn't 3 a.m., so therefore I knew it wasn't.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I'm just trying to find where my topics are. I'm sorry, you guys. All right, so, but, yeah, let's talk a little bit about, like, trends that are going on right now, because there's, like, so much going on. It's hard to keep up with everything.
Are we talking about spring trends, like fashion,
spring trends,
beauty?
Fashion, beauty?
Let me know, because I be shopping at the 50% clearance rack of last year's clothes.
So, right now, what's trending is, like, your face, more of, like, last year they called it clean girl makeup. it's pretty much like
Minimal.
very minimal makeup. So it's more of like the tinted moisturizers are being used, or some girls would just do only concealer.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because it just crossed my mind. When it's a hot summer day and you have makeup on your face, does it bother you? Like if you sweat, can you dab it or?
It does not bother me.
Uh-huh.
I'm a girl. I don't. So some girls in the summertime like to go matte, completely matte, and
Just so no
that way
shiny.
nothing shines and you don't have to like touch anything up. And
Mhm.
I don't use that type of makeup because I just don't like how it settles into like my little lines and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I don't like matte either.
So I'm a very glowy type of girl. I like to look glowy. So what happens with me, I don't feel cakey or anything, or like I have stuff on my face, but I do get oily.
Mhm.
So I do get like little blotting pads,
Yep.
or not pads, but they're sheets, blotting sheets,
Mhm.
and I do blot with that, or I'll carry like a little pressed powder with me in my purse, and I'll just like apply
when
over
needed.
whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing that helps a lot is your setting spray. Um, my go-to has always been Urban Decay All Nighter Spray.
So you just set it and it locks
Set it and it
everything
locks
in.
and I would put it in the fridge so it's like nice and cold.
Oh, that's good.
Another one that I used, and still use, I use it today actually, is by Scandinavia, and they have a bridal one, and that's one of my favorite ones. But that company is actually made by Urban Decay.
I got something my mom gave me, but I think I have to wash my face before I do it. Marie, they're like those.
Yes, those are good.
Can we
so
put
this
these
is
on?
the ocean.
Or no? Do we have to wash our face?
No, your face has to be clean to put these on. But yeah, it's a marine collagen. These are so good, actually. This is really good.
What's it supposed to do?
So it has a vitamin C in it, which you need vitamin C. We need it.
Okay.
And I don't know. It has some stuff from the ocean. I can't remember what it is, but
Marine collagen.
yeah. So that it says here, it improves your elasticity, moisturizes, and firms your skin. So this is really good for like making your skin look soft and
okay. So
plump.
what would happen if I put this on without washing my face? Am I gonna break out because it's mixing with other products?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll break out. So it's good to have a clean face. Maybe our next episode we can do like a little skincare moment with you guys and put these on and talk about topics while we do a little skincare.
Yeah, that's cool. But I'm a little, outdated. But I saw this banana peel thing for your face, and I tried it, and it actually kind of worked. Like to tighten your pores, I washed my face, and then I took the banana peel on the inside, and I rubbed it everywhere. I didn't break out or anything, but surprisingly, I don't know what was in there, like some antioxidant or something, but it looked nice. It looked good. I don't know if it's something that's temporary, and then I go back out, and my pores just enlarge, and they look like the potholes here in Massachusetts. But anyways, back to what you were saying.
So.
Any new makeup trends coming up?
So, right now it's spring, so there is different trends. Like, for a little bit, the coquette makeup trend was going on, where it's not even just a makeup trend. It's like it's still basic makeup, but then you put like the little faux freckles on.
I've seen
and then you would put like a bow in your hair.
I've seen people taking eyeshadow, mixing it with something, and then spraying it on their face with a water bottle.
To get the freckles. Yeah, there's different ways to get freckles. They actually sell a freckle pen.
Freckles are cute.
They are.
I've always loved.
I
freckles.
have some now from sun damage, so I like them though. The little ones, the big one I don't care for, but the little ones I like. But spring is all about like for me, usually spring is like colors of like pastels. I love pastel-y colors, oranges, and like pinks and purples.
Is my shirt springy enough?
It is. It's giving me that minty vibe.
Okay, good. It's got flowers.
I like it. So yeah. But right now, the trend is very basic. Very I'm trying to think of the word that they're using for it. Oh my god.
Simple?
They call it not Simple Girl era. Damn it. Why can't I think of the name?
Basic bitch era. This is my era.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Throughout the years, it was called Basic Bitch back in 2016.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, we would call it Basic Bitch makeup.
Oh, okay.
Then, as years went by, now last year they called it Clean Girl makeup. Clean Girl era.
Okay.
And
so we're going into a new era this year?
Yeah, I just feel like it's the same thing. They just switched the name up. And all it is just pretty much like my no makeup look that I do. It's pretty much what people are doing.
Like
you know, just
like
a
the
little bit.
tinted moisturizer.
They do a tinted moisturizer all over, but they put just a little bit of concealer under the eyes and maybe a few spots that you would have
up.
like any imperfections. Some people don't even use a tinted moisturizer. They'll just like today, like myself, I'm a little more than like what you would think of natural or a basic or no makeup look, because I did my brows and all that stuff and added like highlight and all that. So pretty much when you're gonna be basic, you know, just clean, you think of a face with just like a little bit of bronzer, very shiny, like glowy. So you can either do a what I like to do is I take my moisturizer and I'll put highlighter in it and I mix it and I put it all over my face so I get that nice glow all over. Yeah. I still set it because I'm a greasy bitch.
Set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. So I do set my face always. It's just, it has to be set. Some girls can get away with not setting it, like the girls that are more drier skin. They can get away with not setting it or whatever. But I set it. I put, you know, setting powder on and spray as well. But, you know, it's all about your preference. You know, just because somebody else is putting on all the extra stuff, you don't have to. You can just, like I said, moisturizer, highlighter, or you can even take a little bit of foundation and put in your moisturizer to make your own tinted moisturizer.
What about that lip plumper that you FaceTimed me with?
Oh my God, it's by Elf. I think it's called the Pout Clout.
It really works.
It really works, you guys. I put it on today, but it's already kind of wearing off because I've been drinking and eating stuff. But it's so good. It's a dupe for the Tarte Maracuja lip plumping pen. So good.
I know, you called
It's
me
cheaper.
and I thought you had done that like bottle thing where you pop your lips out.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, or did you get lip filler?
Yeah. I was loving it. I'm like, oh my God. And I got so many colors so far. I did, I think it's called Pinky Promise or something. And then I did Peachy. Another one that's like a peachy tone. Those have been so nice. I think you'll like them.
Well, what if I end up looking like Bembele Chuleta or whatever? What was that saying back in?
Ahí va la bemba.
Yeah. I don't know why I said Bembele Chuleta.
Bembe trueno.
Yeah. Like, I don't want my lips covering my nostrils where I can't breathe.
Stop. But, you know, what I noticed is as we get older, our lips kind of fall down. So we don't have that little plumpiness anymore of your lip that goes up.
Bring it in next time and we'll try it.
So, you know, that's why I talk about the lip filler stuff, because as you get older, your lip just like falls. It's kind of like your titties. They're up here, and then next thing you know, they're down here.
They're on your kneecaps.
And you gotta like, you know,
or you just play double dutch with them like this. Let your kids just jump around. That's sick. I'm sorry.
I just thought about like Big Baba's house when he puts on the suit and the titties and he's like running with them. They're like,
or the Eddie Murphy when he's like
the old lady.
She's like, I feel so vulnerable. It was so nasty.
So yeah, I'm trying to think of other things that you guys can. So
what about hair?
So for hair,
anything
I haven't seen any new haircuts, but I'm still obsessed with the wolf cut. I love the wolf cut. There's like two different kinds. Some people call it the wolf cut. Then there's the butterfly cut.
Butterfly is what I saw. Like the 90s layers, like the butterfly layers.
But that's the wolf cut. Same shit. They just, like I said, they changed the name.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing. I love that haircut. I still give it same haircut I do on my daughter. She asks for it every time. I do it for her. I stopped doing it in my hair because my hair went through a process. You know, a lot of it fell out. And it's damaged. I'm still like cutting because I didn't want to like just chop it all off. Yeah. So I'm going through a process with that.
I've been on a hair journey since last July.
Oh, have you?
A healthy hair journey. I had a problem with like the mid shaft of my hair just being dry and breaking off, and I would always wonder, I'm like, why is my hair not growing? And even if I went to the hairdresser and she would trim a little bit, I felt like my hair was stuck. Then I started using leave-in conditioner and oil like on my ends, so it prevented the breakage. And now I look at all this hang time I got.
Oh wow, your hair actually is
I mean,
thicker.
it's still frizzy right now, and I
No,
put.
but it's a lot thicker. It's like reminding me of back in the day when we were younger. Wow.
I no longer have 4 strands. I have 8.
And there you go. You thought that your alopecia and all this stuff, and it's not alopecia.
I mean, it's still got some thinning here on the crown, but
Yeah.
you know, for that, I'm just gonna get like a toupee or something.
But were you always like thinned?
After I started having kids, that started
Okay.
happening. What I do want, and I have to talk to my hairdresser, is I want real hair clip-on bangs because I love bangs. I love bangs. It's my favorite look, but unfortunately, I can't cut my own bangs anymore because I have to start it way back
that
here.
there's a way that you can do it with your hair.
Yeah, I don't want to start it back here.
No. Not that you cut it.
Oh. Yeah.
So you can do
I've
like a
seen it.
ponytail, and then what you would do is,
Then
right?
put like a bandana or something around to cover.
Well, you would divide whatever it is that you want for the bang. I'm probably taking out too much. But you would take some out, and then you would like put it here, put it to wherever it is that you want it.
Yeah.
And like clip it, and then put like a little
bandana or headband. I'm gonna try that.
So that way you don't have to worry about getting like a clip on. I mean, clip-ons are cute.
They're expensive
for
the
Asians and
human hair
Koreans.
ones. I'm not talking about the fake ones.
Yeah. So going back to the skincare, Korean skincare is very popular right now.
Yeah, I wish I could do that glass look.
I have an elixir that I got. I think it's called like a something bean essence. It's a bean essence. I don't remember the name of the company, but I started using it, and it's like an exfoliator thing. It looks like it's gonna be soft and oily, but then it exfoliates, and you take it off with a wipe, and then you put on your regular skincare. And my face feels so good after I use it.
You have to give me the deets on that.
Yeah, it's like the because I seen a influencer, and she was like, the Mucinex. Mucinex, that's the fucking
Mucinex. I'm sorry, but are we coughing up phlegm here today? Are we talking about phlegm?
I'm sorry.
Phlegm de la crème.
I'm sorry. The snail mucin that everyone's been using.
What's snail mucin?
Girl.
Like snail trail?
So yes, it is snail trail.
Ew, are you serious? I'm gonna look it up.
It is. And so there was one that was very popular. It was like the COSRX. And so I seen like this influencer. She was like, that was from years ago. We used that out here in Korea, but now we moved on. So
what are they using
she
now?
uses one called by the brand Mixsoon.
Is it still snail mucus?
Yeah, there's some of that in there still, but that's how they get that nice like glowy, skin. What do you think?
Well, it says snail mucin is the mucus that snails secrete. Okay, and then it says it's a moisturizing agent with deep regenerative and reparative properties, resulting from its rich composition of allantoin, glycolic acid, and hyaluronic
acid for
How?
sure. We need hyaluronic acid.
Who would believe that snail boogies?
Yeah. So I use the Mixsoon one now. It's a bean essence, and it says vegan snail, but we don't know. But it's great because it's exfoliating, and
is it okay for sensitive skin?
Yeah, I have sensitive skin. I break out from anything, and it works.
Is it expensive?
The one I ordered isn't too expensive. I paid, I think it's like $32
for how big of a bottle?
It's not that big. It's
like 2
probably
ounces,
like
4 ounces.
Yeah, like let's see, no less. It's like a 1.69 4 ounces.
Okay, but I mean, hey, for $30-something, it's worth a try.
It is
to put snail mochos all over your face.
Yeah. I like it, and it works for my face. I've seen a difference. I use a lot of things for my face. Not too much where I'm like piling up too many, products, because I am very sensitive to things. I do my retinol, but I do it two times a week. I don't do it every single night.
I have not dipped into retinol yet.
No.
Maybe I should.
You know me about wrinkles. I had to dip into retinol.
Why do I have wrinkles?
No, I don't see any. But you have the same lines like on the forehead here that I have. So that was my concern. So I went and I was like, we're doing some retinol, girl. So I started the retinol.
Yeah, I'm just getting clip-on bangs.
I started retinol, and I love it because I use the one by Rock, and it's like a capsule. So you like twist it thing off, and then it's like oil. You put
Nice.
it
At
everywhere.
night.
At night, I put that on first, and then I put all the other stuff. I don't know how you apply your stuff, but when it comes to skincare, you're supposed to start with
Serum.
the thinnest product, whatever's the
Mhm.
thinnest, and work your way up to the
Yep.
thickest. In case you guys didn't know that, I don't apply too many things. Like, if there's something that I can apply during the day, then I'll apply that during the day. But what I can, I love putting all my like I've said before, my serums, everything at night, because
Yeah.
it just, the whole night it's soaking up, and your skin is intaking it. During the day, you're like going in the sun, you're like, and it's you don't get the same effect, I feel.
No, it makes
I
sense.
don't. I know I don't. My skin does not appreciate it, especially if I have vitamin C on, where it's like a serum, and I go out in the sun.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
It
that.
gets very itchy and it burns.
Yeah, I was
So
just gonna say that.
yeah,
There has been some vitamin C stuff that I have purchased in the past that kind of tell you to avoid the sun and do it at night
yeah. So
because it just absorbs the sun.
yes, so I definitely stop that, and I do it only at night. Retinol, I only do at night. So I'll do like a
I
basic
got something in my
hyaluronic
eye.
acid.
I got something in my eye.
Here, as we're talking about skincare, she's over here. That's under my eye. Yeah. So vitamin C, though, I do love, like, when it's mixed in with your SPF and moisturizer, like when it's all mixed together. I love it. It works really good. Because it's not a high amount of the vitamin C, so I'm okay with that. But when it comes to vitamin C serum, nighttime. Do it at night. Do your retinol at night. Don't put retinol during the day unless you have like a retinol cream, I guess. But I feel like retinol works so much better at night because it's soaking up. It's
I wonder
absorbing.
what age you should start using retinol. Do they tell you that?
In your probably late 30s, 40s, I would say. I never looked up what age, but the minute I started to notice that I had more little fine lines, I was like, retinol is in my little list now.
Mm.
But yeah, so the Mixsoon essence is very good for any skin type, actually. Whether you're oily, whether you're dry, it doesn't matter what kind of skin type you are, it's good for your skin.
Good.
So yeah, look into Korean skincare. It's very popular, and it's actually really good for people that have sensitive skin. I'm very sensitive, so yeah.
I want something for pores.
And I talk a lot with my dermatologist because, you can talk to your estheticians. They go to school for stuff, but also I feel like estheticians aren't very when it comes to sensitive skin, they're not very they know, but very minimal about things. So I talk a lot with my dermatologist about, like, products and stuff like that. And so when it comes to, like, um you know um Peter Thomas Roth, he spoke very good about it. He was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "It's a good line for especially people that are in their 40s and older. Once you have those wrinkles, I don't want to see no young ass people in their 20s using, like, I've seen influencers using Peter Thomas Roth, and it's like, baby, what are you using that for?" Like, it's they have things for lifting. So, up here in your eyebrows, you want this lifted. They have stuff for that. For your under eyes, I get it from my mom. Oh my god, you guys, it's so good. It's a Firm X. I can't remember the name of it. It's by Peter Thomas Roth, and she puts it under her eyes. It's for, like, when you get the bulgy bags, and they disappear within like 5 minutes.
That's cool.
Yeah, they get smaller. Like, if you have them really bad, they'll get smaller. But if you have them, a little bit in there, they'll start to, like, because what happens is, if you don't know, we have muscles here, and the muscles become weak, and that's what causes the bags as we get older.
How do we work out those muscles, Vegas?
We can't work them out. They just lose their strength, I guess.
Oh.
It's kind of like our stomach muscles, how they separate and stuff.
Get those pads from the 90s
So,
that people used to put on their abs and just put it under my...
But, yeah, so... talking about the bags under, like, my eyes, because I'm starting to notice on one eye. I can't remember if it's this one. I think it's this one. I have a little bit of a bulge on this one, and this one's, like, flat. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so concerned about that, because I don't want to have that. Like, I'm close to 40, but I'm still young, So I was asking dermatologist about like what I can do about that stuff. And I said I don't want to put fillers because when people put fillers in there, it causes that big like thing there, and I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want to look like, please forgive me, but Farrah Abraham, she looks scary. Do you know who Farrah is from Teen
The
Mom?
Teen Mom, yeah. She was
Oh
naturally
my god,
beautiful.
she was so beautiful when she was young, and I don't know, she went crazy. Again, when people, when we suffer with insecurities of our own, we start to trying to fix things the wrong way, and oh my god. So he told me of PRF, which is a platelet rich fibrin injections that you get under your eye.
Oh, that sounds like it hurts.
So it's pretty much almost like your own blood.
Yeah.
Kind of like what they do to your scalp. So I'm thinking of getting that because
you know,
it says
there's
it
a whole
helps.
facial with that. It's called vampire facial.
Yeah, I don't want a whole facial, but I do want to put it under here because I've heard that it. Well, he told me that a lot of his clients are getting that, and
Ugh, that gave me the chills.
so then I
just
looked it up,
picturing
and I did see an influencer that got it, and it looked. You do look like a little bit like bruised in the
Obviously,
beginning, but then it looks so good, and I was like, oh, I gotta get that because I don't know what happens when your muscle here like just doesn't like. Does that affect your eye? I'm scared.
like your eye's gonna be drooping.
Yeah.
No, I don't. No.
Or is my eye gonna like turn late? Like this one's gonna turn faster, and then this one's gonna be like.
This one's got baggage, so it's a little slow because it's trying to catch up with life.
Like you're like, look over here. This eye's over here looking. This one's like still going. It's like
walleye. No, I think it's just
So yeah, I'm gonna look into that because I don't know. I'm very self conscious. Okay, I am, and I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to even age. I just don't want. Like if I could be a vampire, I would. Okay, if I could find one from Vampire Diaries, baby, come over here. I'm just kidding. Aging scares me.
It does, I think, for everybody. I mean, maybe men not so much, but I think women were a little bit more vain. We just want to look as good as we can for as long as we can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not only that, but then when I think about aging, I think about myself getting older, and I think of my parents getting older.
Yeah, that sucks.
And I just don't like that thought. Like, I just think about them getting older, and then, like, just... I don't like thinking about that topic. It's so sad. I don't like it. So maybe that's why I just want to like preserve myself because I want them to be preserved at the same time.
Mm-hmm. So let's start giving them Korean facials or whatever it's called, the Asian.
I don't know. I'm about to freeze them like Austin Powers and shit. In a few years, I'll unfreeze them. Hey guys. And Dad's gonna be like, I've lost my mojo.
Crazy.
But yeah, you guys, so for trends, again, remember, Korean skincare. We're doing clean makeup. Don't go crazy putting all this eyeshadow on because it's not even, like, girls aren't, it's like you need to get out the door type of makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's an everyday go makeup.
Yeah, every day, out the door, quick makeup. So, I mean, you can still have days where you want to, like, go glam and, because I still have those days and I'm still going to have those days. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I wish that, the makeup trends from 2016 stayed because I really like them. The trends then were so nice. Like the
Candy Lover said that too. That's her favorite trend and she's sticking with it.
Yeah. The eyebrows from then were so much easier than the brows from now, but I do love the brows. I kind of mix them together, 2016 to the brows from now. But I do love the feathered out brows. Because I don't have brows like that. So when I can feather them out, it just looks fuller. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it makes me look younger. The only thing is it just makes my eyebrows a little thick.
No, they look good on you.
Well, not today. I don't have it. I'm talking about when I feather them outwards, you know.
Yeah.
But today, we weren't ready. We just threw out a bunch of topics for you guys. We just had a little fun. Next week, we will have some tea and stuff. We're going to get stuff ready for y'all. So, again, we've been asking people to, write us a message. Leave us a message on Spotify if you ain't scared. Because I know a lot of people are, like, worried about, like, their name or whatever. We are not trying to, like, put names out there. Like I said, someone did write to me already. And I'm not giving their information out or their name. That's something that I kept, and I'm not going to tell anyone. They're anonymous, and that's it. Mm-hmm. So, And again, you don't have to just tell us a juicy story. You want to go on there and give us a shout out, give us a shout out. You know, we love it. Show us love. That's all we're asking. Make sure you like this video, you guys. Um, Subscribe to the channel because we're nice.
And a special shout out to our current top fan, Indy,
Yes.
on YouTube.
We're going to shout her out because she's always watching. She's always commenting.
Mm-hmm. We love your support.
We love your support. We appreciate it so much.
Big kiss for Indy.
And for those of you that continue to support us and continue to, like, you know, comment, like, and all that stuff, and share our stuff around on all your socials, on groups. If you follow groups, share it there because, again, we're trying to get into that algorithm and have our videos
Exposure.
pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that we can get up there with all the other people that are podcasting, you know? And maybe eventually we'll be able to have guests on here. I have a few people planned that I want to bring on. It's just the room that we have here is not...
It's too small.
It's small unless I get, like, smaller seats and move this one out the way so that we can all fit.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. We're going to figure out the set. And
thanks for joining us
thanks
on
for
episode
joining
8.
Yes. And I guess we'll see. Oh, if you're listening on Spotify, make sure you rate us. Give us a rate. That way it keeps, again, pushing us up and we can get more people listening in onto our podcast. And I guess we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.